Alright guys, welcome back to some more Final Fantasy 16. Hope you're all doing well. So, as we said when we left off from the last part, we have got a lot of side quests to pick up. I did not even know you could get up there. What the hell? I didn't even know you could get up there.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf. Torn away from his Eikons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
I do like Karen.
Where to then, Torgal?
Where to, indeed. Right, let's go and pick these up. I honestly, I've never been up there this entire game. I did not know you could get there. If that side quest wasn't there, I don't think I'd ever have went there in the rest of the game.
What do you think happened to me?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonehenge.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Right. Looks like we're going to see Mid as well. Do you know, right, this I've passed this staircase many a times and I've never thought of going up it. Ever.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory, or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone, and few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You are a good friend, Herman, but the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please, even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vie de Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
I know where that is, actually. When we were going towards the Mother Crystal before, we went across that big open thing, and I said there was a little town on the left, and then there was something on the right, and I think the one on the right was this Bad Bach conservatory thing. What he's talking about. I remember seeing it. Is Mid down here? I think we said I need to... Yeah. So I might as well talk to her while I'm here.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them, but not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil. And not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Right. Right, we still got some more stuff to get. We'll go this way. Well, I've got to speak to Vivian as well anyway. Right.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Great. Right, Vivian.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you, but this book, It set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Right, let's go. We've made a nice little loop around here, managing to grab everything as well.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
God, we've got loads of quests to do here.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter, and something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point, and it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walud, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception. But we travel together, and we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place. He was... is...
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Nobody's too. No Gil. 50 renown though, which is decent. A couple more things to do. Right, Joshua.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt, beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
Alright, there's another quest picked up. A couple more things to do here, I think. Right, talk to Toggle, but I'll go and talk to this Harpocrates first.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed, one whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always, but she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers, a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known, or so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend, well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned, but though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
I knew it. When I said there, when I was going to that Mother Crystal, there was a village on the left. That was it. That's that Garnick. I knew I'd have to go there at some point for some sort of reason. And there we go. It's a side quest. Right, Torgal.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Alright, well, we know where we're going now. I think there's still more quests to pick up. Yeah, there is. Here we go, Port Isolde. For Torgal.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure. We won't be long. Hop in, boy. place hasn't changed at all.
This is cool. We haven't been here before.
The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
5 gil.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
No, dogs really are a man's best friend.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
He's got more to show us.
I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you, but without it, we wouldn't be who we are today, and we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Nice. I like that. A nice quest. Oh, charred spar and sword. Oh, nice, displayed in the chambers. And we got Cavil's Fang. Increases Torgal's attack potency. Right.
We're ready.
Let's go for an inconvenient truth, because I want to go to that Garnic. Now, I think that's all the way over here. Yep, there it is. There's actually 2 quests we can do while we're here.
Good girl.
So Garnet's this way on the right, and that conservatory is all the way over there.
This might take a while.
Right, we're looking for this book. Let's hope it's still here.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
It's not going to be abandoned though, is it? Because it never is.
This is a Royal Army logbook. His interest certainly varied.
There it is.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Oh, I knew it.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you from a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make, but by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I'd like to see you try. You shitty little swords have fought way worse than you lot.
Let's see, shall we?
Yeah, that ain't intimidating anymore. Not after we've gone through things like Odin, Bahamut, Titan. Oh yeah, I've got my Mega Flare up to level 3 now as well. I forgot to say that, I'd upgraded it. Nice.
Impressive, but we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull, so let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book. For now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Well, we can go back to Vivian, but first I'm going to go over to this conservatory thing. He was right, though. He was 100% right in what he was saying. The thing is, with history, you can't... We don't know that certain things that get told a certain way happened. We don't know. We didn't live in that time. You just don't know. You have to believe what's in the books and what's told to you. Right, where is this place? Oh, I can't get up there, are you kidding us? Wait. Oh my god, you are kidding me. What are you doing, Ambrosia? Just run.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Right,
Conditioning. Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating.
What is this? What we're looking for, maybe?
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan?
What did that say? Search for her?
Way to find out.
Right, I'm to go this way. I should really equip the quest, but I'll figure it out. It's up there what I'm looking for, I think.
Fort Dwayne tree.
What's that? Oh,
this must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry. So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Right, here we go. Fight number 876. Right, Mega Flare. Let's go. There we go. Let's go. These powers that I've got are just insane. Right. Bearer's registry, we got it. Deliver the registry, right. Oh, right. I'll come back to that. Let us go on. I'll go and talk to Vivian and stuff first. God, we have got a lot of things to do. This is a crazy clean-up we've got to do here. Right, oh, we've got a letter as well. Right, we'll go to Vivian first.
Vivian, I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of collective belief, and that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does, but it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Nice, there's another one done. That might be a level up. Yes, it is. 47. Scholar's Bonnet. Oh, another one in Clive's Chambers. Nice. Oh, we've got new stuff. Oh, and we've got a side quest. Right, Nectar. What have you got for me? Oh, just the one. An ear, the Wailing Banshee, Garnick, Waloed. Oh, I've just been there. Well, we could go back and do that.
Here you are.
Genji gloves. What the hell?
All done?
Yes. Right, I need to go and talk to Herman, but then I also need to go and check my chambers, because there's another side quest there. And we might go and find that mark. It might be better to go and find that while I know where it is.
I hear that you traveled to Ash. Sid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost, my friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive? when so many others died in that awful place.
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Nice. Right, I need to go into me chambers and look at them letters to get that side quest, and then we'll go and get that mark, and then that might be about enough. Like, that might be all we have time to do. Right, well, I'm going to do me trick, and I'm fast travelling because it's quicker than running all the way around. It's quite mental that you have to do that because he just doesn't run in the hideaway. There should be a sprint button. I don't understand why there isn't. Why can't I sprint? Alright, let's check these curiosities quickly. Vivian Ninetails' academic cap. Nice. And then charred spar and sword. What we salvage, what toggle salvage should I say? Nice. Right, letters. Fine hound. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. He's a good boy. Right. We have another side quest. Hippocrates.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Right, well, if I have to go and see him, we'll go and see him before we leave, because we should have time. Yeah, we're going to go speak to him, so we'll go speak to Hippocrates. Blackthorn doesn't have anything new, so that's fine. Speak to Hippocrates, go to Garnick, kill the Mark, see how much time we've got left after that. Sounds like a plan.
Lawsman Hippocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons. His studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found, where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the colour. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Right. We'll go to Garnick first, and then if we've got time, we could go and get that for Harpocrates. Right, Garnick. Right, where would it be closer to? It must be like around... Must be around one of these edges. I'll try the right-hand side first. I'll hug the right side to see if we can see anything that looks like some sort of boss area.
Let's go.
Surely we'll come across it. 75 gil just laid around, nice. Right, not there, those are just regular enemies by the looks of things. Although it did say Garnick, and Garnick's the village, so is it not just in here again?
Back to the stables, girl.
Oh, here we go. Oh! Gizmaluk. Something like that.
Harmon's madness lives on.
Yeah, Benedicta.
Let's try.
Come on, Mega Flare, keep charging. Here we go. Nice. Need to get us staggered. Nearly staggered. Nice, there it is. Actually, I might as well charge up the Mega Flare. Oh, you joke. Come on. There we go. Yes. Come on, I need that Thunderbolt to charge. Here we go. This should finish the job.
This one.
Nice. What did we get? Oh, it wasn't really anything good. Right.
Rest in peace.
Right, where's the thing for Harpocrates? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one, I think. Trial and error. No, that's not it. Isn't it? Where's the... No, it's a tale to tell I'm looking for. No. Wait, where is the tale to tell? Nope. Right, this is kind of annoying. Can I not just... Right, if I Right, now if we've just got that one on... There it is. God. What a chew on to try and find that. Because I had too many quests on all at once. Oh, back here again. In Eastler, or whatever you call it. At least me thing will charge up while I'm running towards this. Me, thunder. Can't call Ambrosia yet. Calling now though.
Good girl.
Right, away we go. Search for a wild wyvern tail near Rickmull's Roost. This bridge is massive. Like it's ginormous. Oh, I remember this place. It's like the swamp.
Alright.
Yep, I ain't sticking around.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall.
Oh, an Akashic
Shouldn't be too
lindworm.
hard to find.
Get him! All yours, Torgal.
Come on, Mega Flare. Nearly. There we go. Go.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Oh, nice. That was it. Right, well, we should have time to go and turn this in. Right, Harpocrates, I've got your wyvern tail.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
I'm going to get Dion now. Right, Dion, you're coming with me.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates? No. I dare not show my face before him, not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more, all because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt, but were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
Right, guys, I'm gonna have to end it here. I cannot believe I just hate the side quests. I hate it. They just waffle on and waffle on. There's no need for this at all. We'll pick this back up in the next video. I'm sorry I'd have to cut it up like this, but it is what it is. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, as always. If you could like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, I'd really, really appreciate it. And I hope wherever you all are, you're having a wonderful day. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.